this first. Okay. Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and I'm here with a brand new movie review for a 2021 released movie. However, not watched in the usual format, actually watched on Netflix for a Netflix released movie. And this is for an animated movie from Sony Pictures Animation. Now y'all know, Sony Pictures Animation started off as kind of this more cancerous company that usually never really made good movies. I mean, they made like a ton of open season direct-to-DVD sequels, those crap live-action Smurfs movies. What else then they went and made Hotel Transylvania, which ended up kind of like with the Ice Age franchise. I mean, first one was actually pretty good. Then it started to get really annoying with all their sequels they've been making, so Hotel Transylvania has kind of become their cash cow. And let's not forget the worst animated movie of the 2010s, the Emoji Movie. Oh my god. However, after the Emoji Movie was panned, rightfully so, that pretty much finally woke up Sony Animation. They finally got their heads together, and it seems like they finally decided to make up for everything in the end, and really repair themselves. So, how did they start repairing themselves? Well, let's just say this. A year after the Emoji Movie's bad results, they went and they made Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And they were making a really, really big risk with adopting a Spider-Man film from a company that made quite a few bad children's movies. However, to everyone's surprise, that movie was a hit. Critics everywhere loved that movie. Was very successful at the box office, lasted a really, really long time in the theaters, with the opening weekend of $35 million domestically, went on to make $190 million domestically. It was even that good, it even beat Incredibles 2 at the Academy Awards and won the Best Animated Feature Award, becoming the newest, most recent non-Disney or Pixar animated feature to win that award, since Rango in 2011. So, with that being said, Sony Animation really started to really pick up and really started to get better. They made an Angry Birds sequel, but to most people's surprise, the Angry Birds sequel is actually much more better than the first one. I mean, the first one wasn't really good, but the second one was actually way better and actually kind of funny. Like, wow. But then of course, Sony Animation's next movie would thankfully not be Peter Rabbit 2. Thank God. They decided to finally go back to making more movies kind of styled like Into the Spider-Verse, with help from two producers, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Their next idea would be once again focused on the electronics, except not like the Emoji Movie. This one, it actually showed the bad side of electronics. Actually bashed electronics with this movie. And this movie, well, first it was called Connected, but then kind of at the last minute they changed it to Mitchell's vs. the Machines. Well, it was going to be called Mitchell's vs. Machine first, then they changed it to Connected, but now it's Mitchell's vs. the Machines again. So, when I saw the trailers, I was like, what is this? This kind of looked weird. But to my shock, however, I saw the critically acclaimed reviews once it was starting to debut on Netflix, and I was like, okay, this looks promising. I'll give it that. I'll watch this movie tonight and review it. Opening night and review it. So, just finished watching the movie on Netflix, and I gotta say, I loved it. I think this... Remember I said that Raya and the Last Dragon was the best anime movie of the year? Well, not anymore. Now it's dethroned to second place, and now this well, is my number one favorite animated movie of this year, even though the year is barely even over yet. And honestly, but we'll have to see what Luca comes out. But but for now, this for now is going to be my favorite number one animated movie of the year, and I'm going to get to why. Though I'm going to say the plot first. Well, this is an animated action comedy about an ordinary family who find themselves in the middle of their biggest family challenge yet, saving the world from the robot apocalypse. No big deal, right? It all starts when creative outsider Katie Mitchell is accepted into the film school of her dreams and is eager to leave home and find her people. When her nature-loving dad insists on having the whole family drive her to school and bond during one last totally not awkward or forced road trip. But just when the trip can't get any worse, the family suddenly finds itself in the middle of the robot uprising. Everything from smartphones to Roombas to evil Furbies are employed to capture every human on the planet. Now it's up to the Mitchells, including upbeat mom Linda, quirky little brother Aaron, their squishy pug, Monkey, and two friendly but simple-minded robots to save humanity. Now, no amount of behind-the-scenes cinematic team-ups in recent years can compare to the overwhelming power that the guys behind Gravity Falls, Michael Randa and Jeff Rowe, and Into the Spider-Verse, producers Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, have when you put their creative minds together on a singular project. This is an amazingly fun movie from start to finish. Like, there's brilliantly stylized CGI that continues the trend that Spider-Verse started, but taking a few steps further with some added media blending that very much blew my mind, and 92% of the jokes really landed on target, and there's an even disarmingly astute emotional score. Like, I think this movie, I think I cried about 3 times watching this movie. I'm not kidding here. 3 times, like nearly 3 times. Once you watch the movie, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Like the main characters in the film would have to be Katie, her dad Rick, little brother Aaron, mom Linda, and family dog Monkey. And it's pretty much all about connecting. Its director Michael Randa uses every part of the creative process to make sure the audience relates to the characters. Storyline The Mitchell's road trip is based on real road trips some of the staff took while not using cell phones and just connecting. I love how the film combines both an illustrative, hand-painted approach and realism animated style to help develop the characters. Randa helped develop Katie's character by making her love for filmmaking a focal point throughout the movie. There are hilarious freeze-frame moments when Katie is writing on a screen. It's almost as if she is the narrator. I think one of the best scenes is when Linda turns into the sewer mom and takes on the robots to try to protect her kids, like near the end of the movie. And especially, really funny moment when Katie and family, Rick and Katie's family song "Live Your Life" by T.I. and Rihanna is used to kind of represent their relationship and wrap up the theme of the movie, and it even got this really great message too. The message of the film is that everyone in a family has their own personality. You should just let people be themselves and focus more on understanding and connecting to them. In this film, Katie is kind of considered a weirdo because she isn't like everybody else. The film shows how you should embrace your weird qualities because that's what makes you unique. The characters are all really good too. Like, you got the dad Rick, very character who just kind of wants to reconnect with the whole family and his daughter. Like you really kind of feel for most of the movie, and then you got the daughter. Then you got also daughter Katie. I could honestly kind of relate to the relationship quite a bit. Kind of a good throwback to my teen life, and the road trip. Especially some of the road trip scenes actually also gave me kind of a throwback to some of the road trips even I took, which was very nice and very nice. I like how they really did themselves very well in this movie. They really worked hard in it, and I really salute them for that. I mean, the animators worked very well in this movie. I can tell they really put effort in this movie, and so much good messages about the electronics, about real world stuff. And I really was amazed by that, and it's just quite an amazing surprise. I want to consider it to be the second best film of the year behind Zack Snyder's Justice League, a film bursting with madcap energy, creativity, and imagination. I enjoyed every second of it. It has great animation and stylized character designs that are very expressive, and has such a wonderful dynamic between the Mitchell family that is wholesome and quite relatable. It's deals with so many good modern first world problems in a very lighthearted and entertaining way. I honestly don't think I think of all the films Sony Animation did, this will probably always be the best. Into the Spider-Verse would be second place. I don't think any other Sony Animation movie is ever going to come close to even topping this. Ever. This will probably always be their grand work of achievement. To say. Sony Animation is just has hit another home run after Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I really love they're finally going down this new route. Like, no more of this cringy kiddie crap they're doing, and they're really going a more mature route, and I really love they're finally starting to grow up and realize their mistakes. They're really starting to make up for everything. Like, even, like Animat really said it best. And I think they're now starting to rival Pixar now in terms of clever, heartwarming, and funny family entertainment. I really hope they keep this up, because now that Blue Sky Studios is gone, there's pretty much... And DreamWorks is kind of isn't really like what it used to be. Now, we got two animated film. I mean, now we got like two... I think Sony Animation is pretty much starting to become their new rival. Pixar's new rival in the animation industry. Like, I think now Illumination Entertainment, the company behind those Minions, Despicable Me franchise, by the way, guys, is now starting to take what Sony Animation used to be. So, yeah. But anyway, you want to check out this movie? Go check it out if you have Netflix. It's on Netflix. You can watch it for free on Netflix. Just, like, get off this review and go check it out on Netflix right now. You will absolutely love it. It's worth it. Trust me. Here's how I would rank it. I am going to give Mitchell's vs. the Machines a 10 out of 10. Wow, felt great. And you know what? Unlike last year's movies, I just finally found we now have two 10 out of 10 movies. 2. This is crazy. Never thought that would happen this year. I think this was the perfect movie to be released during a week when things are starting to with things starting to slowly go back to normal, like slowly. Like, we're kind of getting there, I mean. With our lives slowly starting to come back. Some of us slowly starting to go back to work cautiously. Just starting to safely see other friends and family again. In safe ways. I think this was the perfect movie to get. Very glad we got a movie like this year. So, yeah, like I said, go check this movie out if you have Netflix. It's on there. Like, I'm gonna watch this movie several more times because I loved it so much. But anyway, that'll be it for this video. Thank y'all for watching, and if you like this and want to see more, then don't forget to like and subscribe to Movie Lover 120.